loves, welcome back. Today's video is very special because we are not going to talk directly about parenting, but we're gonna talk about how can we find that balance in our life. Don't you ever feel that you have so much in your shoulders? Like you have to be a mom, you have to be a wife, a worker, an athlete, a good friend, and also you have to have fun, you have to go to church, you have to do volunteering work, and every single day it feels like we have more and more and more. Well, if you feel that way, this video is for you. I believe that life is about balance, and in your life you kind of need a little bit of every category to feel fulfilled, to feel complete. I used to feel like if I wanted to be a good mom, I couldn't succeed at my job. Or if I wanted to get a job, I couldn't go and have friends. And that was killing me. But once I started implementing the things that I'm gonna share with you, I started feeling way better. I started feeling like I could breathe. I started feeling much happier with my life, with my decision. And that's why I want to share this with you, because if you're going through the same thing that I was going through, I really think this video can help you find that balance that you're looking for. So here's what I did. First, I want you to find the difference between your needs and your wants. Knowing that difference changed my life. Let me give you an example. So I need to exercise, I need to eat healthy, spend time with my family, I need to work. Now, what I want is working out 2 hours. What I want is not have to cook, go and have coffee with my friends every single morning, come home and find my house clean. What I think is that sometimes we are so focused in the wants, we try so hard to make all those wants happening that we start forgetting the important thing, which is our needs. It's easier to get organized in your life when you focus on your needs. Let me give you my real example. So I used to do CrossFit and go every single morning to do CrossFit for a whole hour. I loved it, loved the community, loved the workouts. I was the happiest. When Abby started school, I had to stop doing CrossFit because I didn't have the time, the classes didn't work for me, and I was getting very, very anxious because for like a whole month I had to stop working out. The reason why I stopped working out is because I was focusing on my want and not on my need. I wanted to do CrossFit and I wanted to work out for a full hour. I wanted to stay in that same gym because I love the people in there. But what I needed wasn't that. What I needed and what I need is to work out at least half hour a day, because that is healthy. Because the healthier I am, the better mom, the better wife, the better person I can be. And when I realized that, I changed. And I changed things in my life to fulfill that need. So now I don't do CrossFit. I go to a regular gym, only 30 minutes a day. I actually put a timer because I cannot pass from 30 minutes. I wish I can stay longer, but I don't have the time. The important thing is not where I work out or for how long or with whom I'm working out, but that I work out, period. My invitation here is that you go and find what is it that you really need and start changing things in your life. Yes, it's probably not what you want, but you're gonna feel much better by doing just what you need to do. Second point, let's talk about timers. This can be hard, especially for people like me, that if I start something, I have to finish it. The problem was that whenever I started something, I used to spend a lot of time doing that until I finished. And so I was leaving aside things that require my attention. Let's put a simple example. So in the morning, my daughter goes to school for 3 hours and a half. In that time, I need to work out, eat, get ready, work, and clean the house. The problem in the beginning was that if I started to work, let's say I started making a video, I had to finish that video no matter how long it takes. So sometimes it used to take me 2 or 3 hours to finish it. By the time that I finished, I already have to go and pick up my baby. I was leaving so much things undone because I was really focusing on finishing one thing. Time wasn't enough and it was very, very frustrating. So what I started doing was putting a timer on my daily tasks. I have 2 hours and a half free to do whatever I need to do. I'm gonna work out only 30 minutes of that time. I am gonna work only 1 hour. I'm gonna spend eating 15 minutes. And for every single thing that I have to do, I put a timer. This helps me to work on every single areas of my life in the time that I have, but also it makes me be so much productive because now I know that I have so little time, so I go and do my best. I put aside my phone, I put aside all my distractions, and I focus only in the thing that I have to do. Timers for me were very hard in the beginning because sometimes I started doing something and then I had to leave it like halfway through and then finish tomorrow. But there's always a tomorrow, right? Day by day, I am reaching my goal little by little, step by step. Now, you don't have to be super strict, like 30 minutes and leave everything as it is and live. But let's say I am working out, I have 5 different exercises. By the time that the 30 minutes are gone, I am in the third one. So I give myself 2 or 3 minutes more to finish the sequence that I'm doing and then leave. Create routines that work for you. Our brains work better when we are organized. Having a consistent routine will help you to be organized, will help you to know what is coming next, and it will help you to do those things that have to be done even if you don't want to. Let me give you an example. I hate the kitchen. I hate it. I hate being in the kitchen because I spend all my time cleaning the kitchen and then I only have to look a little bit of the kitchen and then boom, dirty again. But my husband made me realize this the other day, and he said, as much as you hate it, the kitchen, cooking, making dinner for you and your family is gonna be something that you have to do for the rest of your life. When that realization hit me, I started to incorporate those things that I don't like to do in my daily routine. So what I started doing was moving a little my nighttime routine. Let's say before I was doing my nighttime routine at 6 p.m., which was only bathing the baby, put it back to sleep, and that's it. Instead of that, I added to my routine the cooking and the cleaning part. And so now I don't start my nighttime routine at 5:36, but I started at 4:30. This has been a life-changing. Now, it's not that I love the kitchen, but when it is that time of the day, I know that I have to stop doing whatever I'm doing and I need to start doing my routine. So whatever other things I need to do or I want to do, I have to do it out of that time. If I want to go and meet my friends, I can go in the afternoon, but I have to come back at 4:30 because I have to start cooking or whatever it is. The same in the morning. I realized that if I wanted to get more things done around, I have to wake up before my baby. So as much as I want to sleep in, I wake up about 1 or 2 hours before my baby, and that gives me the time to do more. Divide your tasks. When I was little, I remember Saturday's morning was the day that I had to clean, and it was horrible because every single Saturday I knew I had to clean for the whole day. When I got married, I started doing like the same tradition, started cleaning every Saturday, and it's like I felt like I couldn't enjoy my weekends because I had to clean. So what I did was, let me share with you my little list. I created a little list with all the things that I have to do in my house, like mopping, dusting, cleaning the appliances. So what I do is every day I do one little thing out of that list. By the time that I go through the whole list, the first one needs to be done again, so I go back and forward. What is the beauty of this? I only spend about 30 minutes out of my day cleaning, but then the house is constantly getting clean and nothing gets accumulated. If you do the cleaning only Saturdays, and let's say you don't have a lot of time, you do every weekend the basics, like only vacuuming sweeping and mopping, but you leave outside the little things like dusting. But if you have a list, then you go through the things and your whole house is getting constantly clean. This has worked amazing for me. Some things that I do, in my list, I put the things Monday through Friday, so I have Saturdays and Sundays off. Let's say one of the days I didn't have the time or I couldn't do it, then I can take time Saturdays or Sundays to do it. But I don't have to clean for the whole day, only do whatever I miss in that week. If you do this, I want you to only focus in the thing that you clean. Here's why. Cleaning are one of those other things that you have to do the whole life and it will never end. It will get dirty again before you blink. So it was very frustrating for me to clean the bathrooms today and tomorrow the bathrooms were all dirty. It was so discouraging. What I do now is only focusing and putting my attention in the things that I clean today. So let's say today I had to clean my bathrooms, but the appliances are all dirty. You know what? I spent a lot of time cleaning the bathrooms. I am going to be grateful for the things that I did today, which was cleaning the bathroom. I am gonna see my bathrooms, how clean and beautiful they are, and then in another day, I'm gonna take care of those appliances. But if I keep focusing in the things that I haven't done, then I'm gonna be miserable. My invitation then is to divide your work little by little and appreciate what you have done rather than what you haven't done. Ask for help. Asking for help is so important for your own sake. I remember the first week my baby was born, I couldn't sleep at all because I wanted to do absolutely everything for her. I didn't want my husband to feed her, I wanted to change her, I wanted to do everything. I couldn't sleep for like a whole week and I was miserable. I started pumping, so I couldn't go and sleep for 4 or 5 hours while my husband was taking care of the baby. He had everything he needed. He could change the baby, feed her, do everything, and then I had the time to get some rest. Sometimes you think that if you don't do things, then nobody's gonna do it or nobody's gonna do it like you're gonna do it. And you're probably right. But first, they're never gonna learn if you don't let them try. And second, you are gonna put so much in your shoulders that one day you're gonna explode. And nobody wants that. So make sure you ask for help. Ask for help on the responsibilities that you have at home. Alexa, stop. See, that's my timer to stop recording videos. So make sure you ask for help. Make a list of all the chores and start involving every single member of your family in doing those things. Accept that your house is never gonna be 100% clean, and that is okay. Trust that other people can help you. Build a community of people that you trust and let them help you. It is so brave to ask for help and it will save you. Stop living in the past. Sometimes it's so easy to go back to the good days. Oh, when I was little. Oh, when we didn't have kids. Oh, when I was single. But guess what? You made choices that put you in the position that you are today. You are responsible for your own life. Stop living in the past. If you keep living in the past, if you keep complaining about what you had and you don't have anymore, you're never gonna be able to enjoy what you have. You are never going to enjoy your life as it is. A perfect example in my own life. Before my baby was born, I always wanted to have like young couple friends to go out and do fun things. When my baby was born, I wanted to keep doing the same things. And I was constantly saying, oh, I wish I could go out. Until I realized that is simply not my life anymore. And that's okay. That was my choice. I chose to be a mom. I chose to be a wife. And the day that I made that decision, I also chose to stop hanging out with friends on Friday nights. At least not for now. So after I realized that, I stopped complaining. I started hanging out more with married couples that have children. I started doing more things during the days, and my life little by little was making more sense, and I was able to start enjoying what I have now. And finally, I know it's easier said than done, but stop complaining. It's so hard not to complain. But I read this awesome book, and one of the parts that changed my whole perspective was the part when he says you are responsible for everything in your life. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control your reaction to those things. And you know, I could have kept complaining about having to clean my kitchen for the rest of my life, but instead of that, I started focusing in what I have right now, in how blessed I am, and I started doing changes that make my life easier, more enjoyable, and my life, it's not perfect, but I enjoy it. And that is my wish for you too. Let me know in the comments, how do you cope? What do you do to be everything at once in your life? Here's another cool video you're gonna love. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.